let's well, yeah, let's talk about some scrapping because I already talked about that. I was going to talk about the fight. It wasn't even a fight. It was a pushing match with the NBA 2K League. I don't know if you had a chance to see.
Okay, I saw it. I saw
Okay,
it.
okay, okay.
First of all,
I would.
hold me back.
Oh my
First
God.
of all,
Yeah,
first of
yeah,
all, hold
yeah,
me back.
yeah. Hold me back.
Second of all, if you watch tournaments a lot, occasionally there's a scuffle.
Yeah. Okay.
There's only between 4 and 5 thousand people watching the NBA 2K League.
See, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. You crack me up because you drop that number by about 1,000 every week.
They dropping it by 1,000. I'm not dropping it. I'm just reporting it.
It's like in February, it was like they got 8,000 people. March, they got 7,000 people. April, they got 4,000 people.
It's true. Oh my God! Please let them be playing right now. Are they playing right now?
They are playing right now.
Oh, what's the numbers at? See, you interrupt our show.
It's late now, so I know they down.
Oh, I'm trying to hear about no late. Don't let me look at Overwatch and Fortnite.
Oh, well, it's you get no argument from me. I just got through saying this on the stream earlier today that this is what it is. It's
3,081. I gave him too
3,081,
much credit. I apologize for
3,081,
being inaccurate, chat. You know I like
and
to keep the
and
truth on this
and
show. There are
and
3,000 viewers right now.
And T Wolves Gaming is putting a spanking on Lakers Gaming. It's about 17 points. I'm telling y'all, we're not gonna have a full out 2K league segment, but I really, really like T Wolves Gaming. I really like what they're very well coached. And that you see a lot more off ball movement from them than just about any team, and they
Yeah.
absolutely swarm on defense. So
Yeah, I think the product on the court is getting a little better. It
yeah,
has a long way to go.
yeah,
The ball pressure needs to be dealt with not by nerfing the defense, but by making the small point guards a lot faster. They just
yeah.
should be faster. But I'm
They
seeing
should
some
be
real
fast.
plays be made.
And you know
Um,
what's so funny though? With the way that I've done my roster for the Ultimate Legends roster, that is the main thing that I targeted, right?
yeah,
The main thing I targeted was fixing the speed as much as possible.
yeah.
And I'm telling you, I can't wait for people to get a chance to play this because unfortunately, you only get a chance to play it on PC. But you could. One guy asked me to do a video with the ratings so that they could simulate it and see what it was like on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Um, but man, I'm telling you, I am noticing some stuff with speed, whereas fast guys are beating bigs in mismatches. And that's kind of one of the biggest things I think is wrong with 2K is
Oh
that
yeah.
you can easily take advantage of a big on small mismatch, but you
hmm
can't take advantage of a small on big mismatch.
I
So
totally agree, and it's the nature of it too. Because of the big's disadvantages in real life, they play small guys differently.
hmm
But in 2K, you play small guys the same way you'd play someone your size,
absolutely.
and that ruins the overall feel of the game when it comes to switching and getting mismatches. And frankly, I think in a lot of modes, there's no point in picking a point guard. Like I've been playing some more triple threat lately,
Oh
just
yeah,
against a
you
computer.
are literally out of your mind. I mean, why would you? The only way I would say you should pick a point guard on triple threat is if that's the only pink diamond you have.
Right. But yeah, I'm playing Giannis with shooters and
Yeah,
bigs and
that's it.
yeah.
That's all you need. That's all you need. All you need is somebody who can handle it and is not going to get ripped every time
Yeah.
somebody swipes. And you don't, you dude. And if don't have two bigs who can also shoot, oh, that's it.
Yeah. But going back to the 2K League thing, it's nothing. It's light work. In terms of just tournaments in general, there have
hmm
been so many, real fights at tournaments that are worthy of like discussing. This is a pushing and shoving match. I don't even know if anybody should be penalized. Maybe take a game off both people.
Yeah, but
Move on.
you take a game off of you take a game off people who are only making $35,000 in 6 months. That's
It doesn't
significant.
have to be a financial thing. It could just be on the court.
Mm, yeah, yeah,
But the people that I seen fight at tournaments weren't making no money. They was just
yeah,
there trying to win.
yeah.
You
I don't
got
know.
money if you won.
I feel like it's not a huge deal with just a shoving match, but I think that it could be a huge deal because of the fact that the league is not doing well right now in terms of drawing and growing an audience. And sometimes something's bad because of people's overreaction to it. right? So I'll give you an example, like a real basketball example, right? The Malice in the Palace was pretty bad, right? I mean, it was pretty bad. I mean, you punching fans in the face is pretty bad. Even though quite a few of those fans, I think, deserve to get punched in the face. That's just my personal opinion. But it it was pretty bad. That was that was like a scary situation. Like, so if you're in the stands and that spills out by you, that's a scary situation. But even still, I think that the NBA's reaction to it was a little bit much, right? It was a little bit much. Here, some of the things that came from the Malice in the Palace was they started calling games much tighter, which understandable. But the dress code also kind of stemmed from that, because and that it was the Malice in the Palace and Allen Iverson that created the dress code thing, right? So the NBA said that they did a questionnaire at the time, and they asked some of the season ticket holders to describe the NBA player, the NBA players in a word. And the word that they use, a lot of them, it kept coming up with this word was thug.
Yeah, I remember.
So I think that was a total ridiculous definition. And it was a take from somebody who probably has some other type of problem, you know, and that was their take. And those people were given the tag of being prime stakeholders in that particular project. And because of that, the NBA obviously wanting to protect their relationship with sponsors and so on and so forth, they overreacted to the situation.
And
So
do you
what
think that's going to happen with the 2K League?
so that my I don't think it'll happen off of this particular thing, but here's what I say. I think that the NBA 2K League encourages trash talk. I don't personally have a problem with trash talk, right? But what I do know about trash talk is that not everybody can do it. There are some people who you cannot trash talk them because at some point, especially if they lose, they're going to want to fight.
Yeah, but you
That's
know what?
just the way it
And if
goes.
they do that, if they can't handle being a high level competition and having people say words they don't like, then they
Yeah.
just need to be kicked out the league.
It,
You've made it easy for
got
us to improve our selection process.
No, I got you, and I don't disagree with that at all. But you got to get to that point first, right? You got to get to this point where these people make themselves known. Who are the people who can't? Because let me tell you, this is not the first time that this has happened at the NBA 2K League. It's just the first time it happened out there on the floor in front of people. You know, I have good knowledge of some other incidents that have happened there as well, where people either got into it or really close to getting into it. That all I'm saying is they're going to have to do something about making sure that this doesn't happen again and that it doesn't continue to escalate, because people will overreact. And when people overreact, it can cause a business to lose money. That's really all I'm
At
saying.
this
People
point,
will overreact.
with 3,000 viewers watching this thing, any reaction is a good reaction.
and you know what? I think that is a school of thought too, but I don't think that would be a school of thought for the NBA. Like, I think that's something because the
I'll tell
NBA.
you what, the NBA will look at fights real different if they were never on the news, never on TV, and the only time they got on TV is when people fought.
Exactly.
Now, I don't think obviously we're not encouraging this. We don't think it should be encouraged. I don't put your hands on nobody. I do think the trash talk should be. I mean, that's easy.
You're funny, being sounded. You sounded like somebody talking to their son who keep
Yeah,
getting the. Don't put your hands on nobody, boy.
don't put your hands on nobody. Stop. Right? That's clear. That's obvious. We were all taught that lesson, and they need to enforce that rule. And people need to suck it up and handle the trash talk. And if something happens, understand that people discussing it is not an endorsement. And that's why, honestly, the only reason we talk about the 2K League is because one chubby person pushed some other chubby person.
I'll have you know that old Fab has lost a lot of weight. Okay, he was absolutely chubby last year. Dude has been working, but okay.
Congratulations.
I'm glad you said that though, because here is one of the things that is somewhat troubling. Right? Not it doesn't bother me really, but I can understand how. So this year, the 2K League teams are mic'd, right? So they are at any time the stream will patch into the communication going through the headsets from the head coach to the players, right? So the Celtics gaming head coach Rico Finney, they get the stream catches him before the brawl, not the brawl, before the shoving match began. He's referring to the kid for Hawks Talent GC, who's a hefty kid. He's referring to him as Cookie Monster.
Wait, is that a fat thing? Because Cookie Monster ain't really fat, or was it? Is just you just get steals?
I'm almost positive it was a fat thing. I'm almost positive.
I don't know. I mean, there's some hefty hanks up in the 2K League. Like I don't know if you could be singling somebody out.
No. Rando's a big guy. He's a big guy.
Yeah,
he's. I think Rando might be the
like you can't be calling somebody fat and be like after the game, let's go to Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, like, he's one of the bigger guys. He's one of the bigger guys. But I give them credit. There's a lot of them that have gotten into much better. I shouldn't say a lot. There's a few of them that have gotten into much better shape this season, because some of them are taking advantage of some of these different workout programs that the teams are offering them,
which is great. Actually, yeah. I think that's fantastic.
I think
people are not taught to eat well and take care of themselves, and I love the fact that an organization that trains the greatest athletes in the world is sharing that with these players.
Yes.
Because we could joke about, guys being chubby. We all know gamers grow up spending a lot of their time indoors eating bad.
Yeah.
But this opportunity shouldn't just be about making a little money. It should also be about treating themselves better and learning how to present themselves for people. And that's why we go back to the fighting, where it's just like, don't put your hands on nobody.
Don't put your hands on nobody. That's the word for the day. Look here, look at me good. Don't put your hands on nobody, boy. Sit up here you put your hands on nobody in here. You let me come down here and let them tell me you put your hands on somebody again. I'll slap taste out your mouth.
Put my hands on you.
I think that's all they need. I think they need.
Yeah, Nelson. That's what they need. That's all they need.
I think they need Nelson to come on the big screen at the game as soon as people start getting out of hand. Don't put your hands on nobody. And I mean that. Sucker. I think that's what they need. And I think if that happened, everything would be okay. All right, so let's talk about some real fighting.
Yeah.
It was the funniest push I ever seen in my life.
I wasn't scared for nobody.
Oh my God, he pushed.
I didn't fear for nothing. That's part of the reason I'm like, we can talk about it, but man,
it looked like nobody was gonna get hit hard at all.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
A bunch of NBA 2K leaguers, boy. You better watch it. You ever seen my crossover on the sticks? I can do that same thing with my finger, but go across your eye. I do the same motion I do with my crossover in your eye. And you will be
don't cover your children's eyes. It'll be fine.
Oh my God. It was one of the worst. It was one of the worst pushes I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But he had good.
Like he looked like he didn't even know he was being pushed until after he saw the facial expression of a man who meant to push him. Like it was such a light push. He looked like he thought it was an accident at first.
Yeah. He said, "Did you fall? Oh, be careful, sir." It was so bad. It was so bad. I said, man.
Stick to the game.
Yeah, two of the non-tough lookingest kids ever in the world almost had a fight. So it was funny. But
did they though?
Yeah, oh my God. It was so funny.
It looked like they were both eager to end the conversation right there.
And you know what? Okay, this gotta be the last one. This last episode. But it was funny because the height is a drastic height difference, right?
Yeah.
So he really pushed him in the booty. Because that's all he could reach. He's going, ooh, get your booty out of my face. Oh my God, it was funny.